Well, the chicken and the beef wasn't too bad. I wonder how the shrimp is. Oh, that's just nasty. Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm Dave, Secret Squirrel 123 on Twitter, where you come here to the squirrel hole. This is my world. And you get little bite-sized pieces of information about the war in Ukraine. I'm here in Texas. I do not have security clearance anymore. And so what I get is off of social media and some friends and critical thinking, because I've been doing this for about 30 years. So one of the things that, as an intel guy, you have to do is you have to look at both sides and find good things about even your enemy. So one of the things, I'll give the Russians a couple shouts out. First of all, they designed an amazing assault rifle. See? Amazing Russian-only assault rifle. Okay? Also, it seems that prices have gone down. So if you're looking, this is a buyer's market right now. You can get a really good deal.
I'm cringing so hard right now.
All right, so we're going to go right into the question and answer part. Jonas Grumby. Jonas Grumby is a famous person. Scott Ritter. Asking about Scott Ritter. Yeah, he's a discredited pedo. Stop. If you have him on your list or anything that you're watching, yeah, you're suspect. Stay away from him. He's one of those guys that Ukraine will definitely fall in 3 days. Okay, stay away from him. Wiley Gill. Okay, a few days ago, last month or something, it's been doing, feels like I've been doing this for a year. I did the week and a half, yeah. We talked about the intel leak that happened, and at the time, I'd only seen secret non-foreign, okay? And I didn't go into it, didn't look very, very deeply into it. That idiot released top secret classified, or top secret compartmentalized stuff. That guy better run, because you got the DIA, the CIA, the FBI, every intelligence asset in the country is going after this guy for releasing stuff on a video game platform. He was trying to just be an idiot. Well, and all his friends need to watch out too, because if that stuff was on their computer without clearance or access before it was released openly, they're liable too. So they can go to jail just for looking at it, because they didn't have clearance, you didn't have access. And even if you do have TS clearance, if you don't have access to it, it's still the same thing. All right.
Hey, so 1.7 thousand subscribers.
Hey, great.
Good job. Here's your award for being the best blogger. I gotta turn around real quick. Just stay right there.
Wait, what? Well, thanks. Why would you turn on a... Oh, crap. Yeah. Later. Okay. All right. There's a video that's been making the rounds right now of a idiot. Okay? I introduced to you the AT4. Okay? It has pictures on it on how to shoot it. Okay? Actual pictures, directions, everything. Well, here, you're supposed to take it. It's got a thing you fold down here, and this sling's been cut, but you grab hold of the sling, and you put the sights out, you take it, and you fire it, okay? And you hold it, and all day long you fire it just like this. Not a problem, you know? No, if you're a Russian, what you do is you fold this up, leave that folded up, just grab it like this, and shoot it, and then knock yourself unconscious. That's right. There's a Russian video out there, guy holding it like this. This thing kicks like a son of a bitch if you're, sorry, excuse my language, son of a bitch, if you're not holding it right. And what will happen is the sight right here, well, what happened is the sight will come back and hit you in the face. That's exactly what happened. Knocked the guy out. He was laying on the video. You need to watch the video.
Pretty sure there's like 3 videos of that happening.
I mean, he did it from different angles. So he had this plan. Somebody gave him this rocket launcher. Said, "Hey, shoot this."
Hey,
by the way,
totally competent.
Don't look at the pictures. All right. T. Howell, okay? T. Howell sent me a question about the Free Russian Army. Free Russian Army has been amazing lately because what they're doing is from the Belarus border all the way around here, they're lighting fires, sometimes literally, behind Russian lines. So they're attacking, doing small little pinprick attacks, which is forcing the Russian army to put more and more troops back up here so that, it's embarrassing if you're guarding your own country and you lose a town for a few hours. And that's exactly what happened, is what's happening. The Free Russians will go over into Russia, capture a town for about an hour or two, and talk to everybody, say, hey, this is what's actually going on, and leave. And then the locals are like, our army can't protect us? Okay.
What?
Okay, Mrs. Grant. Okay, Miss Grant asked, amphibious assault and how it's going to happen. A large amphibious assault probably is not going to happen, and here's why. 190 meters by 12, okay? 190 meters by 12 is the smallest lock on the Danube River, right here, okay? The Danube River goes up to Germany and everything. So what's happened is the U.S., Brits, and other people have been giving the Ukraine small boats. They can only give boats that are that size or smaller, okay? So there's not a lot of heavy equipment, boats, ships, or barges coming in through. There is some. They've probably got 30 to 50 small boats, and some of them are amphibious landing ships. But if they're going to do it, they're going to do it out here in the Kherson region, hold that, and then maybe do another one down here. But there still is a Russian Navy, and they'd be dumb to come out, but they've got a long range with some of their missiles. Roy Hinckley. Okay, Roy Hinckley asks about courses of action. We've already covered the northern course of action. What we're going to do is we're going to cover the central course of action. Now, these are all fictional courses of action that could happen if, in a fictional world. We're just wargaming, okay? So let's say we are at the starting line. It's 100 kilometers straight through just south of Donetsk, okay? They could pile right through here because here's what's happened. The largest number of competent soldiers are up here, and the biggest amount of trenches and defensive positions are here. So we know that they've been pushing and pushing here, but Wagner's about used up. They're good for about another month or so, and then I don't see them still being there. They've already started being replaced to the north and the south by Russian units, so they've congealed Wagner in the center. That's a good one. That comes out of your pay. All right. So if they were to take 100,000 Ukrainians all kitted up and everything, it is possible, unlikely, but possible, they could punch right through Wagner, get to the Russian border, go north and south. That would actually cut the Russian army in half, be a huge embarrassment, and if they could capture this area down here, that would shut off the Azov Sea to them. Okay? All right, here's my Liberty Ukraine moment. Boom, there they are. Tanya and all the people at Liberty Ukraine, great people. If you have extra money, donate to them.
They acknowledged me. They're so cool.
Well, I acknowledge you too.
Well, they acknowledged me on Twitter. Anyways.
I acknowledge you. I do.
You bully me.
But I put you on my taxes, so I got to acknowledge you.
Yeah, I don't get that back.
Yeah, I do.
I don't get
Okay, Ann Summers asked about, how do you say it, faxim?
What?
This.
Oh, like...
Okay, so the question key,
Italian.
Italian. Okay, the question is about Russian trenches, okay? Because I had several people go, Russian trenches, what Russian trenches, Russian trenches. Yeah, they had landmines and everything. But a lot of people are concerned about the trenches that the Russians are digging. Oh, they got one trench, two trench. How long does that take to
Red trench, blue trench.
How long does that take to get through the trench? And some of them, they're like, when I told them the answer, they were like, what? Because it takes about 2 to 3 minutes, okay? And this is how they're going to do it. Possibly. You take a tank like this. Yes, it's a 72. You turn the turret. You take this huge thing like this, a bunch of sticks, or tubes, metal tubes is what they're using right now. You take this, you drive it right up to the front of the trench, you blow a quick release cable right there. These roll off, they roll in the trench, you just drive over these, okay? Literally 2 to 3 minutes. Drive up, drop, roll, okay? You don't need a bridge, you don't need anything. And if the trench is a little bit big, drop one, this one backs off, provides security, next one comes up, drops another one. It's been used from World War I. Everybody knows about it. All right, so when this whole thing started, I gave my money to, I didn't know about Liberty Ukraine, and I didn't give them any money because they're down there and we didn't know each other. So what I started doing was I looked at a website that starts with E and ends with Bay. And what I did was I found a whole bunch of stuff in Ukraine that would be cool in the museum, and I bought patches, patches and uniforms and stuff like that. And I didn't expect to get any of it back because they're at war. And I was looking at places like Kyiv, Dnipro, Kharkiv, places like that I was buying from. And I said, well, I'll just give them money, and if I get anything, great. If not, outstanding. Because the Airbnb was doing that too. Everybody in Ukraine was putting their house up for Airbnb. People would send them money and not take the day. But here's another box I just got in. This one is from somebody in Dnipro. Okay, lots of stamps on it. And so I have not opened this yet. So we are going to find out what's in here.
This is how I get this stuff, by the way. I've gotten a lot of comments asking if this is even legal.
This is legal.
It is legal.
Because it's a can.
You're a
Okay.
can.
I have a can. All right, so there's more stuff in the can.
There's more stuff in the can.
Yep. This is actually a can of detonators, I believe. Made in 1982. That was before I came in the Army.
That's before I existed.
These are M1942 detonators for hand grenades made in 82. This just came off the battlefield from Russia, from the Russian side.